Shalom, shalom, shalom. Israel, brother Amos with the Watchman for Israel. First and foremost, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, to the brothers pushing this truth with strong sincerity, laboring on the highways and byways, making their body a living sacrifice, doing all they can for the hopeful elect and for the nation of Israel. I want to give y'all a strong shalom to the sisters holding it down in the households, brothers and their husbands, being a teacher of good things to the younger women and unto the children. I want to give y'all a strong shalom. And to the men and women forsaking this world and coming back to serve our God, Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, I want to compel y'all to be as a church of Berea, to search the scriptures daily and diligently to see if the words that be spoken to you are true or not, right? Let the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahshai be true and every man a liar, right? If it's not thus saith the Lord, right, cast it behind you and seek unto men who speak according to the words of the Lord, right? Precept upon precept, line upon line, right? That's how we get understanding, and we learn to hate every false way, right? And a certain false way that us as being Israelites and being in the knowledge of the law, statutes, and commandments and the truth of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is to know that we're going to have to suffer persecution, right? So this is a quick reminder, exhortation for brothers when persecution is coming to remain faithful and not to falter or become weak when all these trials and tribulations may come upon you, right? This is Matthew 10:16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. So you have to be wise as a serpent out here. You have to foresee the evil that may come upon you or your family and prepare for that, but harmless as doves, right? Meaning not swift to want to be a brawler and fighter. Now, no, you're not just supposed to lay there and let people walk over you and do whatever to you, but you have to be wise, knowing and receiving the times. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. You shall be brought before governors, before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. So being in this truth, we have to understand that it's going to be all-out war going on against the men and women who fear the Lord. Right, let's get that in 2nd Esdras. Right. This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 16 and verse 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. Right? So the Lord is stirring it up. Because we're going to have to go through persecution. We're going to have to go through all things that the Lord has went through. Right? Anything worthwhile having is not easily obtained. And they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things unto idols. Right? So the Lord is going to have some of us taken away in the FEMA camps, some of us taken away from the land of the living, right? Some of us may go MIA, prisoners of war. You don't know what may happen. And they that consent unto them shall be in derision and in reproach and trodden under feet. So now you're going to have some of them who's going to be like, I'll do whatever you say, just don't hurt me, right? That fearful spirit, right? But this is an exhortation to be faithful to the end. If it's of your lot to give up the ghost for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, give it up mightily if it be in the Lord's will. And that's what we have to pray for, to have that mind frame that the Lord will not make us weak-hearted or faint in these times of adversity. And he give us the boldness of a lion. That we don't play around with the words of the Lord, but we speak, thus saith the Lord, when it's our time. He put the right words in our tongue. Verse 70, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon them that fear the Lord. Right? So what does it mean to fear the Lord? Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. An insurrection is, well, let's get the definition of an insurrection. right? A violent uprising against an authority or government. So the Lord said there's going to be a violent uprising against those that fear the Lord. They're going to think they're doing the will of the Lord by putting those who fear the Lord to death, who truly fear the Lord, right? They shall be like madmen sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, right? So it's coming a time where the people are going to be in derision and they're going to think that they're doing the work of the Lord by killing us who serve the Lord, who stand boldly and stiffly for the words of the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out in the house, out of their houses. And then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold is in the fire. So then it's going to be known who's the chosen of the Lord. The ones getting persecuted for speaking, thus saith the Lord. Right? So when I was younger, I used to hear this all the time, but I never understood it. But it was the Most High preparing my mind and my spirit for the things that's going to come. And that was, if you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for everything. And I never understood it until I came into this truth. This is what we stand for. We stand for our lives. We stand for our wives, our children, the laws of the Lord, our people. And we will not fall if we truly put our trust in the Lord. Right? Right? I want to get one last verse. Right? This is Matthew 10:34. Think not that I come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace with a sword. For I have come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. So I need brothers and sisters to understand that when this insurrection comes, the foes who are going to be closest unto you may be those of your own household. And you got to prepare yourself to understand that betrayal is a part of this walk. A perfect example is Judas and Yahushua. Betrayal is a part of this walk. So understand that you may love your family, but it's going to come a point where the Most High is going to test you and see, are you truly going to serve him? Are you going to fight for the law, statutes, and commandments? Are you going to be faithful unto death, that the Lord may fight for you? Or are you going to choose your family, who at any time may deliver you up and cause you to be put to death? So I want to exhort every single one of y'all to understand that we signed up for this, for life or death. And that when persecution comes, pray the Most High gives you the spirit to endure, to be faithful, to be strong. If it be your lot to be a martyr without doubt and push forth in this truth, ask the Lord to continue to allow you to endure. With that, I say shalom.